Hello everyone, my name is MrNJersey and welcome to my channel. In this video we're going to be covering the update as of today, which is version 1.0.22. As always, we're going to go over the new features and changes we made, and finally we're going to test them out here in the world of Stormworks. Now, if you enjoy my videos, don't forget that like and subscribe button and click the little bell icon to be notified of upcoming content as soon as it gets posted. And while you're watching, let me know your thoughts in the comments below and what else you'd like to see in my future videos. So all said, let's get straight into it. Get started with this week's update. So getting started with this week's update, we've seen a few new features make its way over to the stable branch here in Stormworks version 1. Now the biggest feature that we've seen this week being added to the stable branch is going to be the new AI ships. Now we've already spoken about it in a few videos ago where we went and searched around, we tried to find them, and we actually showed you some of the new AI ships. Well, the devs have now gone and released that onto the stable branch. So you can actually find these vessels pretty much wherever you are in the world. You will need to have a new save because that is a new mission type that needs to be loaded in. So just make sure you do have a new save to actually find these ships running around the world of Stormworks. And pretty much they will just drive by themselves to reach their destination. You'll find quite a few of them. I think there's about 11 or 12 different models that they use for these AI ships, and devs have also said that they are working on adding some more types of vehicles, including planes, cars, helicopters, and a few other different things. Now of course we will have to wait a few weeks, I can imagine, to see that implemented into the game, as it works with a slightly different type of pathfinding system in comparison to how ships work. The cool thing, however, that devs also mentioned is that you can make your own custom AI ships. Now it is relatively medium to easy to do it. Deltas have actually gone and released a tutorial video showing you how to do that. I thought we'll do it on this update. We're going to go and add our own creation into the AI ships, see if it works, see how easy it is, and yeah, just hopefully try and run around and try and find it here in the world of Stormworks. So let's jump straight into it now. There are some requirements for you to actually make sure that your ship is ready for AI. Okay, so we're going to use this boat as our AI ship. So yeah, pretty straightforward. The first thing that we need to go and do is we need to actually get onto our helm or our seat or whatever it is, and we need to go and name that. So I am going to go onto it and we're going to write Captain on there. So that's the first thing that we have to go and do, is go and write on it and say it's Captain. The next thing we need to do is we need to jump down to where it says AI, and we need to switch that to ship pilot. Okay, that's the only option. I'm guessing in the future what we're going to have here is we're going to have like car AI, we're going to have helicopter, plane, etc. So we're going to have different options, but at the moment we only have ship here. So that's the first thing we need to do. The next thing is we need to get the actual control set up. Now A and D needs to be on reset. W and S also needs to be on reset. So that's your steering, and it's also going to be for your throttle. Now the throttle is going to be forwards and backwards. Now in most of our creations we do have a button that goes and switches the gearboxes to make it either in forwards or reverse. So I'm actually just going to go here and I'm going to put a threshold gate. That's going to tell the system to automatically switch into reverse. We're going to say if the throttle is between, let's go with negative 0.01 and let's say negative 1. So if the throttle is between that, then we want to go and switch it into reverse. Now, if I'm correct, our reverse gearboxes are these ones here. So we'll just click onto those. Let's double check that. Yep, so that's our reverse. So that's how it's going to be switching. So that should be fine, all ready to go. So that's our forwards and our backwards. I think there's throttle that we're going to get set also. We're just going to max this out. So let's just do the start value as maximum is 20. Cool. Okay, so that is that done. Our steering is already set to be set up. There's a few other things we need to do. We also need to go into 1 and 2. Now, 2 is going to be to actually stop the creation. So stop creation. You don't have to name it, but I'm just doing it for you guys here. It needs to be a push also, and then we need to start creation is going to be the first one. Once again, it doesn't have to be named this. We're just doing this now for our tutorial right here. So press 1 to start the creation, and then press 2 to stop the creation. So how I would recommend you do that is you do push to toggle, So if you come here, you'll see there's a push to toggle button. So we're pretty much just going to come from there. So where is number 1? So number 1 is going to go from that. So it's a push. And where is it going to? It is going down to those 2 buttons over there. Okay, so this should be pretty straightforward to do. So we're just going to go from there down onto our 2 pieces just over there. Great. So that is pretty much all you need. You can obviously go and check to see if this is going to work. I'm almost certain it is going to work. So we're just going to do, let's say, test AI. Perfect. Once we've got that done, we can actually close out of here. We can open up our mission editor. We can say NJ test AI ship. We're going to go down to the mission locations. We're going to choose ocean. We're going to jump in. We're going to go and place the creation down. So test AI. So we're going to place it on our empty ocean here. Okay, so we have that ready. Once we have that, we can also place a character down. So we're going to go and get a character, put him somewhere on the creation. There we go. And now we can click on the character. We can say this is the captain. Perfect. We don't need to do anything else. We can go onto our vehicle and we can say type equals AI underscore boat. Perfect. That's all we have to do there. Nothing else there. Pretty much that's about it. We can then go and save our creation. So once again, NJ test AI boat. Okay. And the script in theory should be able to go and do all that for us now. So if we go and do a new save, and make sure that we enable that mission to spawn in with our new save, that AI script that's already built into a new save should go and pick up that new vehicle that we've just added into it. So if we go to new game, we're going to choose custom. You could do career. We're going to enable add-ons, make sure we have the default AI on, and we're going to go to save, and we're going to go to the NJ test mission. There we go, test AI ship. Make sure that's selected. We're going to start a brand new save, and then we can go and search for it and see if it is somewhere around in the world of Stormworks, and hopefully it is. So we were looking around for the ship, and I've just gone and spotted it, and you can see the boat is just over there. Yeah, little AI driving my survival boat. He's doing really fast also. But yeah, you can see there it is working. So yeah, relatively easy to / medium skill level required to get this working, but it means you can really customize this as much as you want to. You can get some like massive aircraft carriers, you know, driving around the world. You could do some cruisers, you could do big hovercrafts, you could do absolutely anything in the water at the moment. Obviously we still need to wait for planes and helicopters and things like that, but yeah, opens up a huge option of things that we can possibly do here in Stormworks, and I'm really impressed and happy to see that here in the world of Stormworks, of course. But yeah, one thing you do need to be aware of is, of course, these vehicles are real vehicles. So just be aware of that. My recommendation, if you are planning on building vehicles for the sole purpose of AI, so you want to have like as less pivots as possible, you want to have really simple designs in them, they don't have to have too much. So yeah, really just pay attention to that, because the more vehicles you put in, the slower your game is going to get at the end of the day. It's all going to use the same physics load at the same time. But yeah, that's pretty much about it for this week's update. Dev said they are still prioritizing some updates like the AI part, and they are starting to work on some more things, some other major things, and also some small bug fixes here and there. So that's always good to hear. But that's pretty much about it for this week's update. Hopefully you have enjoyed it and found it entertaining and informative as always. Let me know your comments in the video description below, and we'll see you in the next one.